Have you ever noticed something strange? Someone asks you a simple question. Why didn't you come? And instead of saying, I was busy, you tell them everything. You explain the traffic, the phone call, the meeting, the reason you left late, the reason the meeting ran long, the reason you couldn't reply. By the time you're finished, you've given a 5-minute speech just to answer one question. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself, why? Here's the truth. Almost nobody realizes. Most of the time, you're not explaining yourself. You're asking for permission to be understood, and that's a trap. The more you explain, the more you quietly tell people, I hope you believe me. Confident people don't do that. Today, I'll show you why over-explaining secretly makes people respect you less, and what to do instead. The first thing you need to understand is this. Over-explaining doesn't come from confidence. It comes from fear. Think about it. Have you ever apologized before giving your opinion? Or started a sentence with, I could be wrong? Maybe this is stupid. I'm just saying. Why? Because somewhere inside, you're preparing for someone to disagree with you. You're trying to protect yourself before anything even happens. Most people think they're being polite. But what they're really doing is asking for approval, and people can feel it. Here's the surprising part. The strongest people rarely explain more than necessary, not because they don't care, because they trust their own words. Now here's something even stranger. For many people, this habit didn't start as adults. It started when they were kids. Imagine growing up where every mistake had to be defended. Why did you do that? Explain yourself. If you didn't have a perfect answer, you got blamed, maybe criticized, maybe ignored. So your brain learned something. If I explain enough, I'll be safe. Back then, it probably helped you. But today, you're still fighting battles that no longer exist. You're explaining to friends, to coworkers, to strangers, even when nobody asked. Your brain thinks it's protecting you, but it's actually keeping you trapped. Here's where it gets interesting. Every extra sentence changes how people see you. Imagine two people saying the exact same thing. The first says, I can't make it, then stops. The second says, I can't make it because I have to finish something, and then I need to help someone. And honestly, I'm really tired, so I hope you understand. Same answer, different feeling. One sounds certain, the other sounds like they're asking permission. The funny thing is, most people trust short answers more than long ones because confidence sounds calm, not crowded. Now pay attention to something you probably do every day. Listen to your own words. I think, maybe you're not. I'm not an expert, but I could be wrong. Those tiny phrases seem harmless, but every one of them quietly makes your message weaker. Imagine a bridge. Every maybe removes one plank. Eventually, people stop trusting the bridge. This doesn't mean becoming rude. It doesn't mean acting like you know everything. It simply means saying what you actually believe without apologizing for believing it. And there's one habit that changes everything. Learn to pause. This sounds almost too simple. The next time someone asks you a question, answer it. Then stop talking. Don't rush to fill the silence. Don't add another reason. Don't rescue your own sentence. Just stop. At first, it'll feel uncomfortable. Your brain will scream, explain more. Ignore it. Let the silence sit there. Something amazing happens. Most of the time, nobody asks for another explanation. The conversation simply moves on. And if someone does ask a genuine question, then explain. Notice the difference. You're explaining because you choose to, not because you feel forced to. There's one more thing nobody tells you. No is a complete sentence. So is, I can't. I don't want to. That doesn't work for me. Those answers don't make you selfish. They make your boundaries clear. The people who respect themselves don't spend their lives convincing everyone else. They make a decision, they say it, and they trust that it's enough. That's real confidence. Not having the perfect explanation, but believing your words have value without one. So here's your challenge. Tomorrow, someone will ask you a question. When they do, answer in one sentence, then pause. Notice how badly your brain wants to keep talking. Smile and stay quiet, because every time you resist the urge to over-explain, you're teaching yourself something powerful. You don't need permission to be understood. You only need permission from yourself to stop proving your worth. If this video helped you see yourself differently, make sure you subscribe for more videos that help you become calmer, more confident, and mentally stronger. And before you go, leave a comment below. What's one situation where you always catch yourself over-explaining? I'd love to read your answers. Remember, confidence isn't saying more. It's knowing when enough is enough.